Hey everyone, this is Chris, and this is the FX-21V voice-activated quadcopter. Take off. Flip left. Flip right. Flip back. Flip forward. Flip over. Nope, it doesn't know that command. Overall, this is a really fun, interesting little quadcopter. The flight controls are a little touchy, and the voice commands work great, but they could use a little bit of tuning. Some things like when you say go back, if you don't have it perfectly trimmed, it'll go back and then it'll start leaning in whatever direction it's off trim. And then if you correct that, say it's starting to slide left and you say go right, it'll throw itself right and then go back to that trim. So you have to make sure it's trimmed correctly, and that there's, if you're outside, absolutely no wind if you want to fly with voice control, because it's not as responsive with voice. You actually have to tell it the command, like go forward, then it'll tell you in the ear what it thinks the command is that it heard, and it'll do that. So, like for me, for some reason, it cannot pick up my command of go up. It always says go back. So that's the only command that it can't get. It knows all of the other commands, which it can do is take off, land, go up, go down, go left, go right, go forward, go back, turn left, turn right, flip left, flip right, flip forward, flip back. So it has quite a bit of voice commands, and it works really well in responding to that, except for me, for some reason, go up and go back sound very similar. I don't know what it is for me, but all the rest of them work great. Gets about the same flight time as all the other little toy quadcopters out there. It's very durable. I've ran it into the ceiling in my house and crashed it a few times out here, ran into the walls. It does really well. It would be a fun one to get and play with the voice command, because you have full capability in the remote, plus the voice command is an added option to mess around with. And it works really nice. The takeoff actually works really well when you set it down and you just tell it to take off, because it takes off and then it'll attempt to get to a hover. So it takes off and slows down a little bit, and then you can take over from there. Some simple things they have to do is, once you turn it on to voice command, it says speech recognition activated. You have to do full throttle, throttle down, then it'll allow you to start making commands. So it has a safety built in, so you can't accidentally turn it on and then be talking to someone and then take off. You have to do that before it'll do anything. You can use the command simultaneously, so you can use voice command and remote at the same time. But if you try and give it a command like forward, back, or any of the flip commands, or left or right, while using the right joystick, it's going to stop the command. So if you tell it go right, but you're leaning left on the stick, it's not going to let it go right. If you tell it to do a flip, but you're pulling back, it's not going to let it. So that's the only, you can do anything else on the rudder and throttle and it won't have an issue. But if you do anything on your right stick, it stops the voice command. So you have to let that center, then give it the command, and then it'll do it. The flips are pretty neat. If you are doing it indoors, realize that it's going to throttle up a little bit and then try and flip. So if you have it near a ceiling already, it's going to go up, hit the ceiling, and then try and flip, and it's going to crash. Just as a little hobby, something to mess around with, something for at your workspace. This thing's really fun, and the voice command adds a different perspective that most things don't have. Everyone else has all the mini quadcopters and little tiny things to fly around, but you don't have voice command. So it's fun. I would definitely recommend it if someone's looking for something different, check this thing out. If you're not looking for something different, stick to your regular old ones. You can check out these guys. This one's labeled Hot Racing, and it is the FX21V. Comes in a little box here by KF Toys. There's a couple different sellers. I'll send a link to an Amazon where I found mine. The Amazon sale post, Amazon listing. There you go, that's what it is. But it's pretty cool. And they actually, on the prop protection, they did dual rings. So the inner ring is actually protecting the prop. The outer ring acts as like a squishy bumper. So you really have to hit something hard to squish both the bumpers into the prop before it'll actually do anything. And they are really weak motors, so if a kid gets their fingers in it, it's not going to do much. It might have a pinch, but that's about it. It comes with a USB charger, the remote, the headset, full set of props as spare, and all you really need is 3 AAA batteries for the remote. It charges in, I don't know, I'd say about 10-15 minutes. So if you do have any of the other small 1-cell batteries for the other quadcopters, they will probably work fine. They're all about the same size and weight. And if you have one of the bigger multi-chargers, you can charge on that as well. So that would definitely be good. So if you want to check it out, it's a pretty cool little system. Check back soon. I'll be doing more reviews, more flights, and hopefully getting back into the swing of things with RC. See you later.